Okay. Hi, James. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. Okay, so you've been a member of TKA for how long?
For over 2.5 years.
2.5. When did you join?
I joined in the winter of 2010.
So the freshman year?
It was my sophomore year. Yeah,
Okay.
the second semester of my sophomore year, and then the second semester of my senior year now. But then I also part of my play process was before that.
Okay. What is your major currently?
Business economics.
Okay. And so you're a senior. So what made you join TKE?
Well, when I came to Oakland, I was really uninvolved. I didn't really know that many people. I made a few friends in my classes and stuff, but I was looking to be a part of something bigger than myself. And when Teak first approached me, I learned that if I joined the time I did, I would be a chartering member. I'd be a founding father of the fraternity. And so I was one of the first 35 people joined Teak at Oakland.
Okay, so Teak's new at Oakland.
Yeah, they colonized in 2008 and chartered in 2010.
Okay, what do you mean when you say colonized and chartered?
Okay, well, when a fraternity that's part of IFC, which is Interfraternity Council, when they first join a campus, they have to get a colonization, both from the school and from their internationals or nationals.
Okay.
And that basically says that they're recognized as a part of the fraternity, and that they are not officially have full rights, but that they're a growing part, and then they kind of go towards becoming a chapter.
Okay. All right. How'd you find out about TK?
I was randomly approached by two brothers in the OC one day.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you know TK was right for you?
When I met the guys, I kind of knew it was right for me because they were really cool, really accepting. They were different from all the other groups on campus that I met. They weren't really judgmental at all. It was all about just having fun, doing good in school, hanging out, that kind of thing. And that was just kind of something I was looking for.
So is that different from other fraternities? Why TK instead of the other fraternities on campus?
Well, each fraternity has a different flavor to it, and I'll be honest, I didn't really research any of the other fraternities too much because I was already having real connections with the guys that were in Teak.
So it was right away. Basically.
Yeah, it was right away. I mean, I made some good friends in Teak, and then from that on, I just I want to be part of it.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the brotherhood and what do you guys do and all?
Well, I mean, a lot of it is it's Greek life, so it's a different lifestyle. The brotherhood is just a part of it. You are with your brothers all the time. I'm with my brothers basically every single day of the week. And we actually do have events that we call brotherhoods, and they're meant for bonding. We have poker nights. We have we go out to the gun range. We paint the rocks at school. We do tons of stuff.
How often do you have those events?
We try to do at least one every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then we do other stuff just randomly, probably every other day. So
does everyone show up to the events, or is it just sporadic?
Not everyone. They're not required for membership, but it's it's the more you put into it, the more you're gonna get out of it, and the closer you get with your brothers, the better it's gonna be for you.
Okay. What makes a good fraternity brother?
That's tough. A lot of things make a good fraternity brother. Teak, they recognize the differences in people, and that is kind of the basis of our brotherhood. Is how each person brings a different thing to the table, and through that diversity, we make ourselves stronger. So it could be anything from someone who's really reliable, someone who's really smart, someone who just likes to have a good time all the time.
So basically, a lot of
yeah, just like anyone in your life, everyone's different. And it's the same thing in Teak. So. My big, his name is Michael Jordan Damascus IV, and he was one of the first 14 people the fall of 2008 to, try to get Teak started at Oakland University. And I love him to death. He's an awesome guy. He really helped me out my first semester. like, I don't hang out with him as much as I did before, but you know, he definitely kind of guided me through the rings. He like supported me. He reassured me through my pledge process, and that's kind of what a big is for, is to what you're a pledge to really help you out and like let you know what you need to be doing, and you know where the events are, and what you need to be at to look good, that kind of thing.
What's been the best part about TKE for you?
The best part about TKE for me has been being able to see the new guys come in, like after me. Like I've been an active member for over 2 years now, and so I've seen 4 pledge classes go through, and each time just seeing those guys like, you know, become part of our brotherhood and, you know, live the same life that we live. And, you know, every time I see it happen, every time a new member initiates, it really like, you know, reminds me of like we're doing good out there, and, you know, more people are, you know, we're creating better men for a better world.
Yeah.
So like the growth of the chapter, the growth of fraternity, that's really what it's about. That's what I enjoy the most.
Okay. Is there like a worst part? Like the worst part about TKE for you?
The worst part, it's probably 2 things. Number one is, it is kind of like expensive.
Okay.
There's like, yeah, there's definitely our membership dues. I mean, they're not the highest out of all the organizations on campus, but they're certainly not the lowest. And that's what makes it difficult for a lot of people, because college is already expensive. I can say this though, that like, our dues are less than the cost of 1 credit at Oakland University, 1 credit hour, and you get so much more out of the cost of, you know, 1 credit at TEEP than you would in 1 credit in one of the classes, that's for sure.
Yeah. Can you explain the process of getting into TEEP?
Basically, our process is, it starts with meeting a member, and a lot of times we tell our guys, you know, always to make friends, always to be on the lookout for people who would be interested. And what we do is, if we find someone who's interested, we invite them out to our rush events. And our rush events are generally, you know, an hour to 2 hours long. It's normally like a meal and a game, and it's just like bringing that person around to the other brothers to see if they'd be interested in being a part of what we're about. We talk about TEEP, our ideals, the things we've done, you know, the philanthropies, but most importantly, it's about like introducing them to the men and seeing if, you know, they're compatible. And, you know, whenever we get someone who we really like and we think would be a good fit for us, we give them a bid. And a bid is a formal invitation to be part of the fraternity. If you accept your bid, then you like that would be like the start of your pledgeship. And if you decline your bid, then I mean, a lot of times, you know, people decline bids for financial reasons, that maybe they'll be different later on because of family issues. So we always keep, even if people do decline bids, we keep them in mind for later semesters. And some of our best guys have been around, you know, for, you know, like 2 years, and then they accept their bid their senior year, and then the only thing they wish is that, you know, they would have done it sooner. Yeah, and I've heard that probably 4 or 5 times. Pledge process is 6 to 8 weeks. You get educated in TEEP. You have a actual project that you have to do, which is normally like a physical object that you have to create, or, you know, some sort of project that we come up with. And like we've had our pledges build us like big wooden letters for us to bring to like events and show up at school, stuff like that. You have a test at the end to make sure that you know like all the, you know, basics of TEEP. We go over our chapter and international bylaws. And then also there's like brotherhoods where the pledges would, you know, become closer with the chapter and closer with themselves. And we try to instill brotherhood amongst, you know, their pledge class, because that's really important to us. Because like those are gonna be the guys that you go through for, you know, the rest of your 4 years or whatever, especially if you're a freshman. So.
Did you have any bad instances in rushing your pledging?
I had no bad instances in rushing a pledging. I mean, I'm sure some people have, like, but I didn't have any, and I don't think most people do, not in our chapter. I do know that, like, in some chapters, you know, rushing is a degrading thing. Like, you know, that's kind of like one of the things about fraternities is hazing or whatever. But yeah, the Upsilon Xi chapter of Talking About Epsilon and most T chapters, we do not haze at all.
What is your favorite memory since joining TP?
Oh man. I have a couple. One of them I'm not allowed to talk about, though. It's fine. But my favorite memory was I met my girlfriend at a tea party. Actually, we were having a little celebration. It was actually when I was a pledge. It was one of the first times I was hanging out with the guys, and we were having a good time. And she was kind of just standing there in one of the apartments that the tea guys still live in today, and that's where I met her. And we've been together, as long as I've been at Teak. And she's actually lavalier to our fraternity now. But a lavalier, it's like an old school Greek tradition, and it's when you give your letters to a girl who's like you're really dedicated to. And so like she wears this necklace. It's her lavalier. It's silver necklace, and it has 3 letters TKE on it.
Okay.
And it kind of like it like cements her as being part of our organization in a way.
Okay.
And it's a pretty cool thing. And that was probably my favorite memory was, just me getting to know her while I was like, I would have never met her if I hadn't been at TV. So.
Do you think people view you differently because you're in a fraternity?
People in college view you differently. People outside of college don't really, unless they're Greek for themselves. If you're a fraternity man and you're in a college, a lot of times people think of the Animal House stereotype. They think of, American Pie, Beta House, or whatever, and a lot of that is not true,
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of get that negative stereotype that you're just a party animal sometimes, and that's really difficult to deal with because, like our guys are all leaders. They're, some of the smartest people at Oakland University. They are some of, the best guys you'll ever meet, and when like random people look at us and we're in our letters and they think that, it's kind of like, difficult to deal with, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, anyway.
Yeah, well, no, that leads perfectly into like the next question is like, what's the biggest misconception as for fraternities as a whole?
Yeah, definitely 2. Number 1 is that we're all party animals, and number 2 is that we treat our new members like crap.
Yeah.
Like, I think that with any group of young adults, any other group you could think of, yeah, we do celebrate. We have, parties. We do. I think that any college kid does do that. So I don't feel like that's really a bad thing. But like just because we, do have parties, it doesn't mean that we are crazy.
That's all you're about.
We've never had like a party busted. We've never, had people die at our parties. We don't drive cars off the roofs of buildings. It's just, it's what it is. It's just a bunch of friends getting together, and I just think that that's, something that every college kid wants to do with their friends. The second would definitely be, again, the hazing thing. Like, we do not do anything that degrades our new members. Our education process is to build them into better people. It's to help them realize the potential that they have in themselves.
Okay. What's the most important thing people need to know prior to joining?
The most important thing that people need to know is that Teak is like getting married. It's like you are making a decision to join an organization that you'll be a part of for the rest of your life and that you are obligated to be committed to for the rest of your life. Because, like, Teak, I think especially, it concentrates not only on your 4 years as an undergraduate member, but then when you graduate, it encourages you to become a father figure, for those new guys coming in under you. It encourages you to create alumni associations, get a clubhouse for your alumni association so that when you come into town, you can go and hang out, with the guys that you've met and like the new guys who graduated and, and it encourages you to be part of the fraternity for the rest of your life. I think that just like getting married, like you need to be able to make that commitment because it's a lifelong one.
Okay. Do you hold leadership position currently?
Yeah, yes.
What do you do?
I'm the chapter's chaplain right now. I am responsible for the scholarship standards, so everyone's grades. I'm in charge of keeping the chapter morale up. So if anyone's having a problem, I'm generally the guy that comes to, and I'm sort of like a peer mediator. It's my responsibility to make sure that our rituals are upheld to the highest standards. And those are kind of like, our rituals are ceremonies where we celebrate, they're secret, and it's where we celebrate our ideals and our values between each other so that we're all reminded of why we're teams. And then I'm also responsible for, organizing brotherhoods with other founders.
Could you explain, like, if there is one, TK's main philanthropy focus?
Our main philanthropy would be St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. It was founded by Daniel Thomas, who was actually a Teak himself, and it has always been, one of our, biggest philanthropies. Teak Nation is just started a campaign to get a new MRI room for St. Jude's, so that's kind of our current project. And there'll be like a Teak plaque on the outside of it.
So you're raising money?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we donate our time. That's basically what philanthropy is. You donate your time and money for a charity and help them out.
Okay.
And St. Jude's is great too because if your kid gets sick, the parents don't have to worry about all the money. So.
All right. Now, this will be a good question for you. Many people argue that joining a fraternity means you're just paying for your friends. What do you have to say to those people?
That is completely ridiculous because it's easy for people to find friends. People make friends. Human beings are social creatures. So you'd have to be a pretty bad person if you had to pay for your friends. That would be my first thing to say. Number two is when our new members come through, we make sure that we want to be brothers. We want to be in a relationship with this person for the rest of our lives. And so it's not like the person who's paying gets to choose. They're putting themselves out there as a candidate, but ultimately it's the chapter who decides whether or not they're going to be accepted. And I guess that sounds kind of a little bit negative in a way, but really what it is, it's like you don't want to have that bad person, in your family. You don't want to be able to have to deal with that person who's going to make everyone look bad, who's going to break down, the chapter. So that's why we go through the selection process. And they formally accept to be a part of the organization, and then we, decide that hey, they're worthy of, being part of this. They have the, character and the personal worth, and they deserve to be able to, be part of our group.
Okay. If you were trying to convince someone to join TK, what would you say to put them over the top and make them really want to join?
Well, let's see. I always talk about how when you join Teak, a side effect is meeting your best friends, and it really is all about friendship and brotherhood. And it's like you gain the second family. The only thing is that this family you get to choose for yourself. And that's a real advantage. I know multiple times I've been helped out by my brothers. My car's broken down, they come and save me. Having trouble in the class, one of the older guys, well, here's my notes, and we're gonna sit down for 4 hours until you learn this stuff. And some of the other things, that I would say to a new guy when they don't realize the value that the brotherhood holds would be, the advantages of being an alumni of Teak. Having that on your resume, the networks and doors that it opens. And, yeah.
Okay. Observing some of your meetings, I've heard a lot about a house being found on OU's campus. Do you support this?
Oakland University doesn't see enough support from the Greek community to expand the housing, so I doubt that would happen. But within our own chapter, we started a housing fund, and we plan on, setting up and until we can have the financial, means to purchase our own house, which probably wouldn't be on Oakland University's campus, but it would definitely be near. We're thinking of maybe a house in Lake Orion on a lake. Would be really cool. We've been organizing fundraisers and bagel sales and a bunch of stuff, and we're trying to raise some money and collect some donations so that we can, and that would only help. Being in proximity to your brothers, having a house, it helps out, makes things more organized, gives you a central location. So that's kind of what we're aiming towards. But I don't think that we're going to receive much help from the university because the Greeks are only, they're a smaller percentage of the OU population.
Yeah.
It's hard because it's a commuter school, which makes me proud of the things that we are able to accomplish already because it seems like, the school doesn't really give too much weight to the Greeks and that, the commuters, they just want to go to their classes and go home and hang out with their families or their friends back home. So it's kind of difficult to function in that kind of environment. But despite that, we're trying to rise above that, get a house and grow.
Okay. Do you ever regret joining TKE?
Never once in my entire life.
Alright, that was neat.
There's absolutely no reason to regret it.
What is one thing you wish you could change about TKE?
If I could change something about TKE, it would definitely be the financial costs. Because unfortunately, it is something that drives people away. The cost, it's pretty substantial. Half of our money goes towards basically insurance because fraternities are one of the most highly risky things in the eyes of insurance companies. And I guess that's because it's tied to the stereotypes,
Yeah.
And, they think a bunch of, college kids getting wasted and, killing themselves. And really that's not true at all. And that's why we have to pay so much for our insurance, to protect our organization so that if, someone comes to our rush event and, trips down some stairs and breaks their leg, well, we would be held responsible for that. And, that could kill us, that kind of medical cost. So we need that insurance to protect us. But the insurance itself is really expensive. And if we could lower our insurance costs, it would be great because we'd be able to make the tea experience more affordable for everybody.
Do you guys connect and reach out to other chapters of TKE on a regular basis?
Yeah, we do. Actually, at the University of Michigan right now, they are the Upsilon chapter, and they are trying to get their charter again. It's actually where Charles Walgreens came from. He was a T kid. And I guess you see, Walgreens everywhere.
Yeah.
He was TKE Upsilon, and they are trying to get their charter, and we've been helping them out. So we've been going down there and kind of guiding them a little bit in different ways. Some about our ritual, we bounce ideas off each other, and those guys are really good guys. We've been helping them out a lot. When we got our charter, we got help from University of Michigan Flint, so they helped us out a lot. And so when the chapters grow, we've got a colony trying to get their charter. That's probably when we see a lot of interaction between groups. But also at our leadership conferences, that's where all the teams in one region come together. So we got the Great Lakes region. So we all get together down in Indianapolis, and it's kind of like an educational seminar, but we also get to connect with one another and plan events between chapters. So we're probably going to have a big multi-chapter brotherhood this summer, and also for one of our fundraisers, we're going to golf outing this summer. A bunch of guys from another chapter are coming, and they're going to be bringing a team of people to golf. So
okay. All right. Building better men for a better world is the motto for TKE. What does this mean in your own words?
That is one of the mottos for TKE, but
well, that's the main one that I've noticed.
Yeah,
it's a mid-central theme.
Yeah, that's kind of our. It's I would say less of our motto and more of our slogan currently for recruitment. And basically, that's just giving out the message that you can have your college experience and you can join whatever organizations, but TKE is going to give you that edge. It's going to give you the education, the education of your leader, which is something that normally you don't get in the classroom. It's going to give you real world experience, planning events and leading other people. It's going to give you experience being an organizer, being a father figure, and learning how to just play your part in a group. Teamwork. It's about teamwork, and when you have those kind of skills, it makes you, more marketable after graduation. Because TKE is all about, helping people achieve their goals.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you guys communicate with other fraternities and sororities on campus?
Yeah. There's the for fraternities, we have IFC, which we've already talked about, and so like each group is part of that, and that's kind of like how we monitor one another, keep each other informed. The sororities we talk to, they have their own IFC. It's like the Panhellenic Council. It's basically the same thing. Theirs is a lot more developed at Oakland because the sororities are larger at this campus. So that's kind of how we do our communication. But we have our Greek week, which is where we pair up and we go and have our competitions, which are really fun every year. We go and see each other at meetings if we have announcements. So that's kind of when we tell everybody, hey, we got this fundraiser, and we get a lot of help from the other Greeks that are going, for our philanthropies and for our food service and stuff like that.
And then finally, how many current members are there at TP?
Over 250,000.
All right. What about Oakland's chapter?
Oakland, we have over 40 guys. I don't really know exactly, to be honest with you, because we I think we had probably upper 40s. I'm thinking 49. I think rings a bell. Because I think we were 43, and we're actually this weekend we're initiating our newest pledge class, and that'll add 6 to our ranks, so we'll be at 49.
Okay. Yep. All right. Well, thanks.
No problem.
Appreciate it. So.
Go teach, Rush. No.